So today I just wanted to go over my general oxwm configuration and how I go through and customize it, some things that I've added, and just little pieces that I really enjoy about my setup. And so the first thing that I'm going to go over is setting my wallpaper. While it does sound kind of easy, and normally you would just have, whatever program you use, Fe, X Wallpaper, Nitrogen, whatever, you'll go through and set those and set that in your auto start, and then, possibly expect it to change on next boot or whatever. For me, I do use Fe, but I do it in a kind of a special way. So if I go into my pictures directory and find my wallpapers directory, I have a wave.jpg. We'll just use this as the example. And I have a set as wallpaper febg. So I'll go ahead and click on that. And as you can see, it changes. Another way I can change my wallpaper is Win-Shift-W, which brings up my wallpaper selector, sorry. And I can either select random, which is random. If I open that up again, you'll see that it just picks from that same directory we were just in. Or I can type one if I know the name of it, or just scroll through. I know Dune, so we'll hit Dune. Bring that up, and that's how I set my wallpapers in most X11, but especially oxwm. This is done through the power of symlinking, which I have here in my source files directory. This is where I have all my main files actually, so like my bash profile, bashrc, zshrc, and in my home folder you'll just see that I have a lot of different symlinks to go back to these files. This is done for a whole entire other reason, but that's the primary gist of it, is that everything lives in here. And so even in like Hyperland, when I do sway.bg, it points to this background file as well. So that way, no matter what window manager I'm in, it always points back to this, and all my stuff looks relatively the same, which is what I like. That's what I want. So I have my background right here. This is what gets changed. So again, if I come over here and I do that wave.jpg, you'll see that this background option changes here. Changes just like that. And that keeps it consistent across reboots, everything like that. So that's how I manage wallpapers. For lock screens, if I do Win-Alt-L, I use Better Lock Screen. Go ahead and open that back up. And again, through the power of not really symlinking, but just having a general spot for it, you'll see I have the oxwm lock screen file here. That's just what I have for right now. I don't have like a lock screen .jpg or whatever that I symlink everything to, not currently, and that's actually because of how Better Lock Screen generates its image cache. That is something that I want to fix in the future, just kind of so that way it has the same thing, so that way if I'm using Hyperland I can do Hyperlock or i3 lock or whatever, and it all points to the same lock screen file. That's in the future, not there yet. A couple window rules, nothing super crazy. If I open up Steam, it'll open up on tag 3. If I go to tag 3 and I hit Win-B, you'll see that it brings up Brave in tag 1. If I do Win-Shift-B, it'll open up Firefox in tag 2. Just really basic window rules there. If I open up a game, I'm not going to at the moment, but if I go to oxwm and I cat config.desktop, and we go find the window rules here, we'll see that if you utilize my tag 5 right here is set to contain all of my games. So anything currently that I play or that I might bring up for testing or whatever automatically gets moved to tag 5. This covers anything ran through Proton. This covers anything ran through Proton with GameScope, and then CS2 and Half-Life 2 are both native, so that's why those are there. Let's see, and then, oh yes, my oxwm block configuration. So I have a couple things here, and that is the language.sh and volume-get.sh. Those are both scripts that either I've made or worked on or whatever, possibly stolen. That's definitely absolutely a possibility. So if we go to my bin folder and I cat language.sh, all it does is query the XKB map, which if we run that command, you'll see that the layout is US, which is where it is pulling this from. Printing column 2, awking that line, printing column 2. There you go. For the volume get.sh, oops, you'll see that all it is a get volume status and get mic status, and those are at a very low interval of 0.1. So as I mute or unmute, it pretty much instantly updates. This can be taxing on lower end systems, but I have a Ryzen 9 9900X, and so I don't even notice it. It's a pretty basic script overall, so it's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, just something to think about. And yeah, that's pretty much my whole oxwm configuration currently. I'm always adjusting it and trying to make it better. So yeah, let me know.